Hello everyone, hello Virgo. This is the Lady of the Throne Astrology, and I'm the Lady of the Throne here. And I want to say welcome to the channel if you are new, or if you're returning, welcome back. If you guys are listening to this video and you like what you hear and you have not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to subscribe before you go, and also hit the thumbs up button to show that you are liking or resonate with the reading while you're listening. Please give it time. We are in the middle of December, so some of these things may have already started to happen. Some of it may be happening now or could be about to happen. Also keep in mind the status of love as you're watching. Some of you may have a no love status, so if you're single and there's no options around you, then this may not resonate. For others of you, this could be for someone that you have a crush on, someone that you like, someone that you admire, someone that you could be wanting to date, someone you could be in a situationship with, or in a not so long-term relationship with. Now, some of these messages may resonate for you if you are in a relationship. Keep in mind that it all may not, since it's directed toward those of you who are not in long-term commitments. However, take whatever you can out of this and leave whatever does not resonate with you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. December love for Virgo. This is going to be for Virgo women first, and then I'll get into Virgo men right after, or Virgo feminine energy, masculine energy after. All right, so Virgo, for the feminine energy, you could feel like someone is like an angel in your life. Someone lives a pure life, or you could feel like, if not that, then you could be needing the help, needing angelic assistance. You could be needing assistance at this time. Or you may even feel like you are an angel yourself, okay? Now, the person that you are dealing with and how do they feel, whoever this is that you are romantically connected to, this is someone who really understands what is a divine connection. They understand how to connect with the divine. This is someone who really understands how to pray to the divine for certain prayers to get answered or to get heard. So this is someone who may have prayed to archangels or a specific archangel with a specific name. And this person may know how to do this and how to actually work with that specific one, and has seen the actual proof happen in real life. This could be a person who actually did try that and it worked, or something got answered, or something happened and the archangel actually showed up. So something like that could be going on with somebody that you're interested in, or this could also be someone who just really, like I said, if not, then they just really understand their connection to the divine. This is someone who is trying to have a stronger or have some kind of relationship at this time. So whether it's with you or not with you, it could be with someone else. It could be, in general, they just want a relationship. Not only do they want a love relationship with someone, they do want a relationship with God first. This is someone who is trying to get closer to God. This is someone who wants to be in God's life and to be a part, wants God to be a part of theirs. This is someone who acknowledges God and who is not afraid to admit that to even you, Virgo. So it's interesting because this person is aware of who that is in their life, and they're not afraid to admit to your face too, before we do this, or before we keep going forward, I have to have God in my life. That's what I want. That's just what it is. It's just gonna have to be first. And then, so even if there's like another person in their life, or if it's just you in their life, like as far as in a relationship, or as far as like romantic connections, whoever's like the most connected to this person in a romantic way, that's the person that they're not afraid to say, God has to be first. And I'm sorry, unfortunately, I don't care how many years I've been knowing you. I don't care how long I've been dealing with you. But if God is not first in that image of what I can define as God, and if you're not willing to let God in, then I'm not going to be able to do this with you. That's what this person is feeling on the inside of them, in their heart. Or they could be feeling like this towards somebody else or toward other people about their passion for God. So what you two may be doing is having to speak publicly about things. Both of you could be some type of public speakers. You may have careers where you use your voice, because it's like the third house is coming up. So you could be, and we're also under a Gemini full moon, where society, community, groups, networking, all of that, full moon Gemini, that's what that's all about. I spoke about that in the Gemini read. So if this Gemini energy is coming up, then it has a lot to do with marketing, public relations, television, film, music, songs, poetry, spoken word, creative arts. So if you work in this field and this person does too, or if like you guys are both like TED Talks people or some type of motivational speakers, podcasters, radio DJs, if you're like a talk show host, anything involving using your voice for something as a career or a part of what you guys do, then you both when it comes to this area, people are recognizing that you two have skills in a particular area in the month of December. Like you guys may know how to spin things. So in this month, the thing that may be coming against the connection is that you both are not as open to guidance as you should be, not as open to receiving help from the divine as you should be. So what this means is that, let me explain this to you. It means that you may insert yourselves in divine roles, but you're not really open to the actual divine assigning roles for you, or not open to the actual divine coming in to help you guys with certain things, because it shows a little bit of, if I pray to this particular deity, then these things can happen, and then like that's it, and then you guys try to do everything on your own. But I think you both are forgetting that you're supposed to actually let the divine handle things. But that comes with the ability to be humble, and it also comes with the ability to be patient. Two things that I don't see you and this person actually doing, because it's like you don't want to give the divine their actual purpose in your lives. Instead, you would want to do everything on your own. It's like going to the divine is some type of pride involved in that for some of you. So what's hiding here, not all of you, but it just seems like you guys would try to do a lot of things on your own. So what's hiding here is that what he doesn't know, Virgo, is that you pretend. That's what I'm getting. Some of you may be pretending to be this good like angel, you're pretending though, or like you're pretending to be this this person who understands certain things, or it's like you're playing some type of role. That's what I keep getting. It's like you're not setting aside ego. It's like you could be really trying to work hard to play a role, but I think that he knows that that's not true. I think that this is someone who knows that he's not saying you're a bad person. It's just that he feels like you're not allowing yourself to let the divine show you things and to learn from the divine instead of inserting yourself in that position. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, you can't do this by yourself, or you can't do this all, or you can't, you know, when it comes to God versus you, it's just like, okay, wait, you know. So it's something like that going on. And, you know, I don't know, you guys have to just let this month play out to see how that dynamic is being, you know, shown to you in this month. All right, so Virgo masculines, let's see. So for Virgo masculines, there's something here about a relationship that same thing with the masculines who are dating or dealing with a Virgo female. It could be two Virgos connecting with each other, or it could be you and somebody else connecting with each other, but you're saying the same, you feel the same way. It's like you're not going to be able to have a relationship with anybody unless God is first. Something has like put you on a different pathway. You have a newfound level of respect and sense of understanding about who God is. And now that you do understand that, anybody around you that will go against that truth that you have confirmation about is not going to be able to be with you. Or if you decide to still keep them in your life, then they have to understand what's going on. They have to understand the truth now. They have to understand what is happening in the world. They have to see life through different lens. They have to. So it's something that you are doing. I think that you're putting God first. And this person has to be all about that in a very, very genuine way. I think that you understand that they cannot play with that. All right, so that's what I'm getting here with you guys. Wow, this is really interesting. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. Leo's read came out like that as well. It could be a Leo for some of you. It may not be. Like I said, so far I got Virgo and Leo. It could be one of those signs for somebody. This is someone who's going to be working on their heart chakra in December. Is like needing to open up their heart. Especially if this person's been drawn to the color green lately, whether they have been wearing that color, incorporating that color somehow into something that they're doing, their room, their workplace, buying green crystals, eating more green food. I mean, it's just, that's the color associated with that specific chakra. So this is a person who could be either consciously or subconsciously working on this area to open up their heart more. This could be someone who has a hardened heart because of their past traumas. This person could have been really through the ringer with like their past, and they're still trying to become a better person. They're still trying to get better. They're still trying to open up more. They're still trying to learn things. And I feel like this is a person who is needing to know that it is safe to love you, Virgo masculine, even if you make them feel like they're not truly connecting to the divine the way that you wish they would, or truly respecting God the way that you wish they would. Even if you see them having a struggle with that level of respect, this is someone who you still have higher hopes that one day that they learn before they have to learn a really hard lesson that only God can put them through. You're hoping that this person can change things about themselves before they experience some type of karma, is what I'm getting, because you know how serious this has become for you. And I feel like you want someone that can walk a straight path. You don't want someone to venture off and go and do bad things that would hurt themselves. So it's like you do still love them, or you still have some type of interest or attraction to this person. You still do, but this person needs to understand the reason why you focus on God the way you focus, or you pay attention to the signs, or you are always watching the divine, keeping your eyes on the divine. And the reason why you're always doing this is because you really understand that that is really what you're looking at. So you want this person to know that, like, their love is what you want. You want all of their love, not half, not just a little bit. See, when a person puts God first, it means that there's going to be no room for bad love. You're coming through with a strong stance in December, where you have decided that if it doesn't look right, feel right, it's not right. And that's not what you're doing. Okay? You both are really good at canceling people out. You both are really good at cutting people off. You're really good at clearing people out. Completely deleting contacts out of your phone and out of your lives. You and this woman are incredibly amazing at cutting off. What does this mean is that you're both willing to cut off anything and anyone that breaks your bond with you and, well, with each other, but also with God. You both do this, but in your own ways. Now you're trying to come together and work as a team to do this. See, it's like this. You may be dealing with a woman who's good at cutting people off when other people breaks her peace, or when other people break their promises to her, or when other people treat her badly, or when other people go against her. She may be good at doing it that way. You may be good at cutting people off who you know have a bad spirit. You may be good at cutting people off who you can see has inner demons. You may be good at cutting people off who you know do not mean you or your family well, or you and your relationship well. Your cutoff games are strong, but coming from two places. Your person you're dealing with is more so in the practical world of cutting off. You can see into the spiritual world, and that's when you do that. You both have that ability, but it comes from two different places. You're trying to incorporate her practicality into spirituality, and she's trying to get comfortable in that world. Basically, what you two are trying to do is create a barrier around the two of you, where you stay focused and you stay centered on your goals as you incorporate more God into your lives, and you guys are building a fort to protect that connection that you now have with yourselves and God. Meaning that if there's anybody on the outside that's trying to come in and stop your connection with God, or come in and destroy something, or intrude on something, or try to make something not happen, you both are viciously going to set out and make sure that it does not happen. Whether it's your contacts you have, it's prayers, it's something, whatever it is, you and this person are making sure that you're protecting everything that's going on as you are on this new journey, I feel like. So you just want this woman to understand where you both are headed, and how important it is for her to respect where she is and respect the divine entirely. That's the only way you know. See, you are so consciously aware that if she messes this up for you, how detrimental it can be. Your subconscious mind already told you the consequences if this goes wrong. You need her to control herself. Because if she doesn't, and she allows those little feelings inside of her heart from her past to affect her more, what's going to happen is she's going to seem very ugly to God. And it's going to be like, you know what? God's going to be like, you know what? This is not right. And I'm going to have to cancel, cut, and delete. So it's like, you know that that's what could happen with God. You know the power of that. And you know that's not what you want. Because you're really trying to, for you, this is really spiritual for you. For you is like, I'm really trying to do the right thing in my life. For her is like, me too, but I have to test the waters, and I have to see if this is worth my respect. But you know that if a woman is in that type, or anybody's in that type of mindset with the divine, you know that when it comes to tests, the child of God is always going to receive that. Because you can't do that to God. And if you try, you know the consequences. See, you understand everything that's going on and how serious this is. But your person is a little bit more challenged by that power. And you can sense it within their soul, and God does too. So sometimes it kind of feels like you're even trying to separate yourself from the person that you're with so that you won't go down if they do. So where you two may not always see eye to eye at is that, just that, eye to eye. The development of your third eyes are on two different levels. It's on two different levels. One of you does not feel safe using the third eye, using intuition, while the other one does feel completely safe and trusts using intuition. It doesn't mean that you're the one who feels completely safe and she's not, just because of the way the rest of the reading turned out. Sometimes people who feel safe to use it are still afraid to express it outwardly. So this is when it flips. Because I'm getting a sense that she's more connected to her intuition. Of course, being a woman, her intuition's much stronger. And I'm just being honest. That's the way women are designed. She's not afraid of her intuition. You are. But it doesn't mean that you just don't know anything. It doesn't mean that, because apparently you do. Because that's one of the ways to access God, the way that you have. But it is like, you have a lot more information coming through than her, even if she's not afraid to use it. So that's when the right use of power comes in. Although you may be a meek, intuitive, that means that you know how to use your power and not to cross that line with God. And this could be a woman who is outwardly intuitive and may overstep her boundaries with God, which could end up severely hurting her. And you're so aware of that, and you're trying to tell her that without scaring her, I think. But you're really trying to say that. So what's hiding here, Virgo masculine, is that at the end of the day, what she doesn't know is that the only thing that's really on your mind in December is all of her love. You want her to open up more than she's ever opened up. And you know the key to that, because God has shown you through what God has been doing in her life. God has actually shown you that the way to open up this woman's heart more to accepting to accepting everything. Because in order for you to accept love, you have to accept God, like everything that is God. It's the same thing as love. Love is God, God is love. You can't love another human being and be like in a happy relationship without fully accepting every aspect of God. God comes in different forms, and 9 times out of 10 is not going to be what people expect it to be. God does not have to be a Caucasian depiction in artwork all the time. So there is just something here about the concept of your relationship with God being a part of your love relationship, that I think if you're not able to put all of this into words like I just did, your soul is leading you to that no matter what. Your soul, it wants you to become a better person, even if you're a person involved in bad things right now. Like even if you do crazy stuff right now, you may do something and then feel bad, because God is pushing you, especially this month. God is pushing you on a higher path, trying to put you in this place in your life where you really do need to improve things. And if you've been feeling that, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that's probably how you feel about certain things. It's like, it's time for some type of revival. Something is happening with you. Things are changing and you're being pushed to become a better version of yourself. Then that's what this is all meaning. Like if you keep running into the same problems over and over and over, and it's like, okay, that's because God is constantly pulling at you, trying to get you to see that it's time to make some type of change. It's time to get closer. It's time to not just I feel like you have a really great relationship. For some of you, not all of you, but some people who listen could be straight up killers. I don't know. Like, you never know. You never know who's listening. Somebody could be really crazy, but there's something that's not crazy, though. There's something that is telling you that you should be taking this more serious. All right. So it's just about getting this woman to open up her heart more so that she can fully let all of this in. All right. And that's all I have. Thanks. God bless.